welcome back to my channel. So this video will be all about object oriented programming, also called as OOP. So let's understand this object oriented programming. So it's a programming style where you create objects that represent things. Let's say those objects can store data and do actions. This feels so complex, right? So let's understand this in a very easier way. Okay, just imagine you have a toy box and inside that box you have so many toys. So let's take three toys. I'll take one as a car, the other one as a teddy bear, and the last one as a robot. So here we have three different toys, and each toy has a different name, then a color and a different function to perform. Just think, a car can't perform the function which a robot can. Vice versa, even the robot can't function just as a car. So now think like this, each toy is like an object. Before that, let's create one class. Here I'll create one class as toy, and inside this I'll write constructor. Let me explain you this constructor. Just wait. And here I'll write a name. After this I'll write a color. So this is nothing but it's a, here as I said before, we have a toy and it has a particular name and a particular color. So we have taken this two values, that is a name and a color. Then after this I'll write this dot name. This dot name equals to the name. I'll write the same thing. Because here we have taken this as a name only, so we have to use this same thing. Then this dot color equals to the color. Okay, once we are done with this, let me explain you what this constructor actually means. When we use this blueprint, just wait, I'll explain this. You create a blueprint called a class. Here we create a blueprint called as a class for our toys. So this constructor acts like when you use a blueprint called class to make a new toy, constructor acts as a function. We use this constructor because it acts as a function that builds it. Then comes this dot name. This dot name we use because it's like assigning a value to a object's object's name property. This is nothing but it's a object's name property. Here we are using this dot name. I'll explain it again. Here we use this constructor because whenever we use a blueprint class, you can see here we are not taking any const and all, we are using a class. That's why whenever we use this class to make a new toy, that time this constructor becomes, or you can say this constructor is a function that builds it. So we are using this constructor. And this is the same thing. This dot name and this dot color is nothing but it's a object's name property. We have taken here the parameter. Same thing. We are using this like this dot name. So after this I'll call a function here. So after this I will call a function. Let's say I'll write play. This is my function. Okay, inside this I'll write console dot log, and here I'll write, so let's use template literals. So I have explained it before. Here we simply use backticks. After that I'll use a dollar sign and curly braces, and inside this I'll write this dot name. After this I'll write his playing. This dot name is playing. Who is playing? We have not mentioned it yet. We have only written this dot name is playing. Then you can make many toys called object from this blueprint. Using this we can make many toys using the same blueprint. This is our, just imagine this is our blueprint. And after this I'll write, now I have to create one object here. So let's say I'll write let teddy equals to Teddy equals to new toy. New toy. Now our teddy becomes a new toy. And inside this I'll write the name, which is teddy bear. Then I'll write this teddy bear is brown in color. I'll write brown. Okay. Up to here we are done. After this, if I write teddy dot play, let's check what output we'll get. I'll just click on this open with live server. We'll inspect this and we'll click on console. I'll just refresh this here. You can see here teddy bear is playing. Here nowhere we have mentioned teddy bear. In only the teddy bear is inside this object. Okay, inside this object we have this teddy bear. This is the function which we have called. This dot name is playing. Okay. Just understand this new toy teddy bear and brown creates a new object from the toy class. You can see here, let teddy equals to new toy. Already we have mentioned a toy here. Okay. Now this simply creates a new object from the toy class, and inside constructor this refers to a new object. Here I have written this dot name. This refers to a new object, this dot name. So it consider this teddy bear has this dot name. Then whenever we use this dot play function, teddy dot play, then we'll get this result, that is which we have written, this dot play is playing. So we got this as teddy bear is playing. Suppose we'll create one more object here in the name of let robot. Okay, after this I'll write let robot equal to, again I'll write new toy. This toy is nothing but it's a class, and it's just acts like a blueprint. Using that we are creating this, and inside this robot I'll write the robot is a, I'll name him as a robo, and I'll give a color to him. I'll write silver. Okay. If I write robo, just wait, I have to use a capital letter, robo dot play. If I write this, you can just check. Okay, robo is not defined. Just wait. What's wrong with this? Okay, I have to write robot instead of robo. Robo is the name. I have to mention it as robot, because here we are going let robot equal to new toy. If I refresh, you can see here we got the output as robo is playing. Like this we can create many more. If I write let okay, I'll just remove. I'll remove this. Instead of this I'll write let ram. I'll use this let ram equals to, and inside this equals to we have to write new toy. Let's consider this ram as a new toy, and inside this I'll write ram, I'll give a comma, and we'll take gold. We'll just mention a color as gold. If I, instead of this robot, if I write ram dot play. If I refresh this here, you can see ram is playing. Like this we can create a blueprint using object oriented programming. If you like this video, do subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for further notifications. And also do share with your friends Thanks for watching this video.